The Model View Controller or MVC pattern is commonly used in web applications. The purpose of this design pattern is to separate functionality between components in an application. The model provides an interface to the data used by the application. This may be a class with methods to assist with reading and writing data from a remote database. At a high level, you can think of the model as the back end of an application. The model may also describe how the data is formed so that the other app components don't need to know or care. They only need to invoke the proper methods on the model object. The view often serves as the front end of the application. The word view is described from the perspective of the end user, and it is how the user views the app. In modern times, it is frequently a web-based front end that provides input text boxes and clickable resources for users. The view is designed for user interaction without any data processing. The controller acts as the glue between these components. It interacts with the model by invoking methods to read and write data. The controller also interacts with the view by collecting data from its web forms when the user hits the submit button. In between these interactions, the controller will apply the application logic such as number crunching or other useful activities. This pattern scales nicely because one can often add additional components to any one area. For example, if user traffic remains the same, but each transaction contains more data, perhaps we need to scale our database by adding more database instances or model objects to the design. This is very app dependent, but I want you to understand the concept. The separation of duties also allows individual components to be swapped out, for example, choosing one style of database over another for performance reasons. Sometimes MVC is called Model Template View or MTV, especially in the context of web designs. Some purists focus on minor semantic differences between MVC and MTV, but that's irrelevant for Globalmantics. For consistency, I'll stick with MVC in this course.